Hi, I'm LP Master 6. Oh, I woke up Oscar. He's an old scabby cat. Anyway, today we got tired of the Being Friends music being everywhere, so now we're in the Rosemary Manor. Very high encounter rate, very dangerous enemies. So apparently a guide recommends that when you leave here, Anna be level 18, but I don't think I've ever made it that far. Well, maybe I've grinded to that point slightly afterwards. I think she's usually about 16 to 18 when I leave here, now that I think about it, but that's not exactly important right now. We're going to try out some freeze on these guys and see if that does anything. Freeze is the best, but I don't know how well... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we're not fighting any more of those guys. I knew they did that, but I didn't think they did it that often. Okay, but you know what happens if that happens? You have to backtrack all the way back to Rosemary Manor. So I'll see you in like 15 minutes. I'm heavily annoyed. Well, let's see what the mouse says first. Also, it's not often you get to see Lloyd in the front of the party and Nintendo in the back. The room with the piano. Hee hee hee. Okay, that's kind of useless. I thought I couldn't use Nintendo's stuff for a second because I have to give it to Lloyd. That means it's going to move in Nintendo's inventory. I don't want that. Okay, well, you get to see this rare opportunity of Anna in the with the onyx hook. That's not an opportunity. That opportunity was not the optimal word to use there. Anna learned Life Up Gamma. Very useful. We did hear the Rosemary's new address, Mr. Postman. I don't understand. It's like he and that little girl are meant to be together. They're singing a song, but they're worlds apart, and they're both talking about the Rosemary's new address. But if they're living in the great outdoors, they can't have a new address. What a cruel twist of fate. Okay, so now that it's taken me like 12 minutes to get back here, I think 11 or 10 is more appropriate, but I'm just going to take the north path until it leads me to a dead end, because for the most part, you will end up in rooms with two doors. So I'm just going to keep backtracking until we visit all the rooms and open all the presents. Bionic bats. Now, these are just like Mr. Bats, except for one awful thing. They can diamondize you. Ooh, I need to censor that. I'm sorry. That was a mistake. They can stone you. They can turn you to stone, which is basically like death. I don't know. Well, healing high might get rid of that, but I'm not positive. There is one level of healing, as I spoiled earlier, that we have not discovered yet. But overall, as enemies, they're pretty easy to take care of. It's just that if they do manage to get that move off, then you're dead. The cat doesn't like it. You'll never make it. So is the mouse, the ghost. Why does everything have to go hee hee hee? Because they can't add spooky music on top of the background music. Ooh, what's this? This better not be a useless room. I'm gonna get really ticked if this is a useless room. Please stop. Okay, I'm gonna show them, but I'm not gonna be... Nope. Oh, the cat jumped on the computer. I almost had a heart attack because she landed right on the mouse pad. This is why I moved my mouse pad away from the recording button. I've never had any issues yet, but one day it's gonna happen. And I'm gonna be like, oh, I didn't move the mouse away from the button. Wow. I want that engraved on my tombstone. Actually, if I were to get anything engraved on my tombstone, it would be... Of course, that's an empty room. Not that. It'd be the quote from the first Flying Man's tombstone. Because I found out the text for each Flying Man's tombstone is different. So we're going to have to kill them all if I want to show all of that text. Okay. These ghosts are alarm ghosts. They themselves, they have high defense, but otherwise they're not that bad. But they send out alarms. Notice they're not in the center of the screen. That means they can call for help. Okay, we're going to try freeze. I don't know if that does anything, but... Oh, they actually attack. Okay, their attack is terrible, but most of the time they will send out alarms. And we don't want that to happen, because they can call, I believe, any enemy that is in the vicinity of Rosemary Manor. Not all the enemies are that bad, and apparently the plasma beam makes him a joke, like somebody making a salad. I mean, these enemies are also jokes, because these are from, if you remember, the very beginning of the game. See? Piece of cake. Piece of work. So, today's been a decent day, in case anybody's curious. Right before recording this, I've been recording for a while now. It was storming when I started, but now it's not as storming. I can't hear any vroom or any rain. Am I disappointed? I'm not sure. Wait, okay, so if we see text, that means we're going the right way. So I should have turned around. Ooh, the empty present. Good. I should have turned around and taken the optional path first, because it's much more satisfying, you know, to find the piano and then warp out, than it is to be like, oh, I gotta go find some more useless presents. But, oh well, that's not the way I'm doing it. I've got a map pulled up just for emergencies, to streamline things so I don't get frustrated and awful. But I don't think we'll need to use it. I don't intend to. No, please. Oh, okay. Whew. Please don't waste the plasma beam. I mean, that's kind of a waste. Even though his defense is so good that Lloyd's regular attack probably wouldn't have killed him. What a good old waste of PP. Okay, but you always want to focus on the alarm ghost. They can cause lots of trouble because they can summon like 3 enemies. Sometimes it can be... I think it's actually a sequence. I think it's ghost, then it's armor, which I didn't want to introduce because actually I'm not going to fight these. This is why I saved Ninten's PP. Watch this. 21 damage to Ninten. Okay, Anna was guarding, but that would have been 38 damage, which, as you might be able to tell, is not good. You do not want that to happen. This, I consider to be the second hardest section of the game. And it's not so bad if you've done it a few times like I have. And if you know what you're doing, which I still kind of don't. Should we take on one? No, because I already spent 15 minutes getting back to where I was. You know what? I am 40 slipping it out of here. You saw how much damage those guys did. 2 hits and Anna's dead. We do not want that whatsoever. I'm kidding, it didn't have hyphens, it just had spaces, so it was awkward. Dust ball! I love this enemy. It's just a little old dust ball. A pissed off ball of dust formed together by the influence of the aliens. But we're just gonna run. Or not. We're not gonna run. But they don't attack much. They just explode when they die, so I don't like to fight them. I do not like enemies that explode when they die. They get on my nerves. So I get to run away too? Yes. Okay. Why didn't I do that in the first place? It doesn't matter. Is that the piano? Oh my god. One of the first paths is the piano. How anticlimactic is that? First paths that I took, I mean. Not in general. There's a bunch of dust all over this piano. This is not a good sign. This is going to affect Nintendo's asthma. Trust me, I know the symptoms of asthma. I have asthma. I can't run. I haven't been able to run since I was a little kid. And I used to really like running too. I wasn't the fastest, but I wasn't the slowest. I didn't mean to hum at all, but I ended up humming out of tune and making it worse. So here, I'll make up for it. Oh. Oh man, I was getting into that. The Ocarina sound font. I mean, not sound font. Jesus Christ, why do you sound like a nerd? The Ocarina instrument. It's my personal favorite out of all the versions of the melodies. But the piano's pretty good too. For instrumentation. Laura's singing's a little weird. In case you don't remember, in case you have a weak-brained memory, Laura is the canary from the beginning of the game. And I'm sure a lot of people don't get the canary until way after this part. You know, unless they're using a guide, which I'm sure most people do. Oh no, 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 no. Get away from me. Now. Oh god, we only have 25 PP left. Okay, and that last blow, none of us can possibly survive that under any circumstance. Maybe he doesn't do that until we get close to killing him. I have no idea though. We're gonna want to run. There's a 50-50 chance, and we lose. We lost the coin toss. Okay. Oh no. Please, please, please. Oh. Oh. Do I want to run or heal? Run or heal. Okay, the armor, they're not going to kill. Oh no, but the good healing is on Anna. This is what sucks. Obviously, no matter what, we're going to... Oh, and hitting... Okay. Okay. Please. This is scary. They have thunder. No, Lloyd, please. Let me out of here. Let me out of here. I don't think you ever hear that line voice, but that's Mario in a certain scary game. Fitting for Halloween. I hope you guys in the future end up watching this coincidentally on Halloween. It's going to make everything much more rich and authentic. I was going to say where'd my 3 PP go, but then I realized that was from healing Anna. Please, okay. Okay, if we can just get through the armor attacks. One more time. Don't hit Anna. Don't hit Anna. Yeah, hit Lloyd. Go ahead. Go for it. Oh my god. Please, it's a 50-50 chance. Somebody tally up in the comments what the chances are of that happening. Where I can't run away at all, no matter what. That many times. Oh! Oh my god! Is it based on something else? Am I completely wrong? Anna's dead. Anna is dead. Okay, well at least... Oh, now I get to run away. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's just make sure... Wait, what? Oh, okay, it's not letting us go in the window here, but it's still showing off gallivanting. Healing Gamma. I already tried... Oh no. Oh, that wasted even more of his PP.